हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, माई सेल्फ राजेश नंदा। और हम अपनी फिजिक्स की पढ़ाई आगे जारी रखते हैं। प्यारे बच्चों, जैसा कि कोविड-19 को देखते हुए जो परिस्थितियां बनी हुई हैं, उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप घर में बैठकर पढ़ रहे होंगे और घर में सावधानियां बरत रहे होंगे। सावधानियों के तौर पर आपने हाथों को बार बार धोते रहना है, हाथ मुंह की तरफ नहीं ले जाना है, कहीं भी जाते हुए या घर पर भी सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बनाए रखनी है। तो हम अपने फिजिक्स इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स को शुरू करते हैं। In this unit of electrostatics, we are discussing the electrostatic potential. First, we'll have some revision work of the earlier studied topic, in which the line integral of electric field, electric potential and potential difference, electric potential due to single point charge, and then electric potential due to group of charges. And in the study course, we will study the electric potential due to electric dipole. We will discuss at a point on the axial line, and electric potential due to electric dipole at a point on the equatorial line. In the revision work, we will have the quick revision of some few terms which you have earlier discussed. Line integral of electric field. Negative line integral of electric field that represent the work done by electric field on a unit positive charge in moving it from one point to another in electric field. And then the electric potential. Electric potential at a point in electric field is defined as work done in moving without any acceleration a unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the electrostatic force, irrespective of the path followed. Then we will revise about the point charge. Point charge, such as electron, are among the fundamental building blocks of the matter. Furthermore, the spherical charge distribution create the external electric field like a field exactly like a point charge, and the electric potential due to a point charge is thus a case we need to consider using the calculus to find the work done needed to move a test charge Q from a large distance away to a distance r from the point charge Q. And noting the connection between the work done and the potential, we can define the electric potential V of a point. Electric potential due to a single point charge, that is V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. And the electric potential due to group of point charge, that is given as a net electrostatic potential at a point in electric field due to group of charges is algebraic sum of the individual potential at that point. And we will have the discussion on the electric potential due to the single point charge. Here the single point charge Q positive have the electric field in this direction, and we have taken the Q positive charge here at point P. Then this charge Q positive will experience the force Q naught E, which tend outward and tend to accelerate the charge, test charge. To prevent this acceleration and equal and opposite force Q naught E has to be applied on the test charge. And when we move this charge from P to Q against this force Q naught E, then work done dW will be equal to F dx, that will be equal to minus Q naught E dx, because here the angle, that is 180 degree between the dx and the force. Then work done will be equal to Q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x square multiplied by the dx. then total work done to move this q naught from infinity to the from A to B of infinity to that of R, that will be given as a W infinity to B will be equal to the integration of small work done between infinity to that point B will be equal to the q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x square into dx, omit this x square, and W infinity to B divided by q naught will be equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. This value will be equal to the potential. V is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. Then electric potential due to the group of point charges. We take the charge at point P, unit positive charge at P, and then we take the number of charges q1, q2, q3, q4, q up to the qn having their positions r1, r2, r3, r4 from this charge P. Then net electrostatic potential at the P will be equal to algebraic sum of the individual potential at that point. Or if due to this charge q1 is potential is v1, q2 is have the potential v2, and because of this q3 have the potential v4, and so on, then total potential at P will be equal to v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus v4 and so on up to the nth value, and that can be written as v is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration of I is equal to 1 to that of n. We generalize this equation, qi divided by ri. This electric potential at a point due to charge is not affected by presence of other charges, and potential V is inversely proportional to that of R, and potential is a scalar quantity, whereas force is a vector quantity. Although V is called potential at a point, it is exactly equal to the potential difference between the point R and infinity. Now we come to our course of today's study, that is electric potential due to electric dipole. We must remind what is the electric dipole. Electric dipole is a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance. What is electric dipole? Electric dipole is a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by small distance. Like this. The two charges q positive and q negative separated by a certain distance, then it is called the electric dipole. And the electric field produced by dipole, that is known as the dipole field. And then we come to the term dipole moment. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity and used to measure the strength of a electric dipole, and is given by the P vector. P represent the dipole moment, that is magnitude of this electric dipole moment is a product of magnitude of either charge and the distance between the two charges. Distance here we take the twice the length. Then dipole moment P will be equal to charge product of magnitude of either charge Q multiplied by the 2L. And direction of this dipole moment is from the negative to that of a positive charge. Here this is negative charge and this is positive charge. Then it is dipole moment P will be directed from the negative Q to that of a positive Q. And the SI unit of this dipole moment, that is Coulomb meter, because we measure the charge in Coulomb and length in meter. So this SI unit of the dipole moment come out to be equal to Coulomb meter. Note that then ideal dipole is a dipole in which charge become larger and larger and separation becomes smaller and smaller. We will discuss the the electric potential of the two charges on the equatorial line and the axial line. Then we must understand what is the axial line and the equatorial line. Axial line is a line joining the two charges and passing through the center of a dipole. Line joining the two charges. These are the two charges, and the line which is passing through the center of these charges, this line that represent the axial line. Here we have taken the A, you can take X, you can take L, etc. anything, any value you can take. Here you see that this is the center. We take the twice length, then half length here and half length here. L is here and L is here, then total length will become 2L. Here we have taken the A, second 2A. So from the center, the length of this point P is taken equal to R or X, anything. Then here from this positive charge, the length remain less of this O to this Q positive. And from this point P to that of Q negative, the length become R plus this value. Then is the equatorial line. An equatorial line of a dipole is line perpendicular to the axial line. These are the two charges and perpendicular line. This line represent the equatorial line. Equatorial line of dipole is a line perpendicular to the axial line and passing through the point midway between the charges. In between the mid, we take a perpendicular line that is known as the axial line. Then we come to our electric potential due to the electric dipole. We will discuss in the two manners, on the axial line and then on the equatorial line. First we take the case of electric potential at a point on the axial line. We take the two charges Q negative and Q positive at the position A and B. This line, dipole moment of this electric dipole is P, directed from the negative to that of positive. The center of dipole is O and have the length twice the L. L from this A to O and L from O to B. We take the point P where the electric potential is to be calculated, that is on the axial line. Unit positive charge is taken at the point P. And the distance of this point P from the center of dipole, that is taken equal to the X. Then the potential at P because of this positive charge from the B will be equal to Vp, because of the Vp represent the potential at P and Q positive represent because of the Q positive charge. Potential at P because of Q positive will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by X minus L. Why this X minus L? This is whole length from the center, that is taken X, and this O to B, that is L. This O to B L, that will be subtracted from this X, that will give the length B to P. Then potential at P because of the charge Q negative at A, Vp Q negative will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q naught divided by X plus L. Negative charge है, then this is taken Q negative. X plus L. Why this X plus L? This is the length O to P, that is X, and then O to A, that is L. Then total length from O to P will be equal to A to P. Total length from A to P, that will be equal to X plus L. Okay. Then the total potential at P because of the dipole A and B having the charge Q negative and Q positive, that will be sum of the potential because of the charge at A and potential because of the charge at B. Vp will be equal to Vp Q positive plus Vp Q negative. Total after summation, we will sum up these two values. Then the total potential at P will become equal to, we will take the common values Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught outside and this 1 upon x minus L minus of 1 upon x plus L. Cross multiply and simplify this equation, you will get the result. Total potential Vp at P will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q into 2L divided by x square minus L square. This will be the total resultant of the potential. Now we know that this Q into 2L, that represent the electrostatic, that represent the dipole moment. Q into L, that is the magnitude of the dipole moment represented by P. So this value, electrostatic potential at P, become equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by P upon x square minus L square. If the dipole is of short length, if this x is very large in comparison to L at a point on the axial line, if this x is very large, the value of x is very large in comparison to the L, then L square can be neglected. X is small, then x is very large, then L is short, then L square that become more short and can be neglected in comparison to the x square. Then this value here, this L square can be neglected, that give the value that is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by P upon x square, because L is neglected in case of the short dipole. Then we take an example, numerical example of this case. Derive an expression for electric potential at a point along the axial line of electric dipoles. First we have to derive the expression. Then at a point on the point charge, the value of electric field and potential are 25 Newton per coulomb and 10 Joule per coulomb. Then calculate distance of charge from the point of observation, and second thing, the magnitude of the charge. What is asked in this question? Derive an expression for electric potential at a point along the axial line of electric dipole. This we have already derived. At a point P x on the axial line at a distance x from the center of dipole, potential V, that is given by sum of the potential because of the positive charge and a negative charge, that we have calculated is equal to K into P upon x square minus A square, S square minus L square beta. P here, P is the dipole moment, 2A into Q. Here the length is taken L, not L, here we taken the length is equal to A. Now the second part of this question is to calculate the distance of charge from the point of observation and to calculate magnitude of the charge. We have been given the values, the electric field that is equal to 25 Newton per coulomb and the electric potential that have the value 10 joule per coulomb. In this part, electric field E, that is equal to V upon R, we know very well. E is given is 25 and V is given is a 10. Then E is equal to V upon R, that 25 will be equal to 10 upon R. Then take this value R to this side and 25 below this 10. Then R will become equal to 10 upon 25. After simplification, simple division, we get the value of R, that is equal to 0.4 meters. So the distance of charge from point of observation we have calculated here. Distance of charge from the point of observation, that is equal to, come out to be equal to 0.4 meters. Okay. Then to find the magnitude of charge, we know that V is equal to Q upon R. V is equal to KQ upon R. Then multiply this V by R, you get the VR is equal to KQ. V have the value given is 10 joule and R we have calculated is 0.4. So V into R, that is equal to 10 into 0.4 and K have the value 9 into 10 to the power of 9 multiplied by Q. Okay. Then simplify this equation. Q will come out to be equal to, after mathematical calculation, it come out to be equal to 4.45 multiplied by 10 raising power of minus 10 coulomb. Result is there, magnitude of charge, that is equal to 4.45 multiplied by 10 raised power of minus 10 coulomb, and distance we have calculated, that is equal to 0.4 meter. Short electric dipole is constructed using the equal and opposite charge of magnitude 10 nanocoulomb, placing them at a separation of 1 meter. There is a point P at a distance 1 meter from the center of dipole along the axis. Calculate the potential at a point P. Simple, very simple. We know that potential at a P is given by this relation, P upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon x square minus L square. Then substituting the values, this L square is negligible, so 1 upon x square, K have the value and this value, then we will have the resultant after calculation come out to be equal to 90 volt. Then come to the next topic, that is electric potential on the equatorial line, at a point on the equatorial line. We take the electric dipole having the positive charge at B and Q negative charge at A, separated by the length 2L. Center of this dipole is P, have the length OA is equal to L and OB is equal to L. And the line taken on the equatorial line, that is perpendicular to this A and B. We take the another point Q. Then potential at this Q will be equal to, because of this positive charge, will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by BQ. Okay, and potential at this at point Q, because of the charge Q negative, will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q negative divided by AQ, this length. Then total potential at Q, because of the charge at A and B, will be the summation of the potential because of the charge Q positive and Q negative. Potential VQ, because of the dipole, will be equal to VP plus VPQ positive plus VPQ negative. Then total value that come out after substituting the values VQ will be equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, taken from the common from both the equation, multiplied by 1 upon BQ minus 1 upon AQ. That this value will be equal to 0 because BQ and AQ are equal. Both are equal, have the equal value. Then resultant potential at Q because of the dipole, that will be equal to 0. Net electrostatic potential at a point in electric field due to electric dipole at any point on equatorial line, that is a 0. Again, the net electrostatic potential at a point in electric field due to an electric dipole at any point on equatorial line, that come out to be equal to 0. As for the previous question, similar question is there. Electric potential, an electric dipole constructed using the equivalent opposite charge of 10 microcoulombs, placing them at a separation of 1 meter. There is a point P at a distance 1 meter on the, यहाँ पे हम ले लेंगे equatorial line. Okay. Then we have to calculate the potential. Simply, on the equatorial line, VQ will be equal to 0 because electric potential at a position at any point on the equatorial line, that will be 0. Then we summarize this whole of the lesson, the whole of the lecture. Electric dipole due to electric potential due to electric dipole. We have discussed first. We have discussed the electric dipole. Electric dipole is a pair of equal and opposite charge separated by very small distance, and electric potential produced by dipole, that is known as a dipole field. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity and used to measure the strength of electric dipole. Equal and opposite charge separated by certain length 2L. Then the dipole moment is P is equal to Q into 2L. Magnitude of electric dipole moment is product of magnitude of either charge and distance between the two charges, and is direction of this dipole moment is from negative to that of positive charge. SI unit of the dipole moment, that is a coulomb meter. Then we have discussed the axial line and equatorial line. What is axial line? A line joining the two charges passing through the center of the dipole along that axis. P, Q, center point O. Along this line, this is the axial line. And equatorial line is of dipole is line perpendicular to the axial line. This is axial line and perpendicular line. This perpendicular line gives the equatorial line. Equatorial line of a dipole is a line perpendicular to the axial line and passing through a point mid away between the charges. Then electric potential due to electric dipole at a point on the axial line. We have taken the two charges Q positive, Q negative, separated by a certain distance 2L. P is the mid of that, and O point is the mid of that, and P is a point where we have to calculate the potential. Then potential because of the positive charge, that is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q upon x minus L, and because of the negative charge, potential is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q negative divided by x plus L. Then total potential at P will be equal to summation of the potential because of the positive and negative charge. That come out to be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by Q multiplied by 2L divided by x square minus L square. This Q into 2L, that is a dipole moment. Then we have calculated the electric potential on equatorial line. We take the 2 point charges separated by this certain distance, have the midpoint O, and Q is on the equatorial line of the dipole. where we have to calculate the dipole moment because of the charge at A and B. Then charge because of the potential because of the Q positive is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught divided by multiplied by Q upon BQ. And because of this Q negative, potential will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught negative Q divided by AQ. Then total potential that come out to be equal to summation of potential because of the charge Q positive and Q negative. That will be equal to BQ will be equal to Q upon 4 pi multiplied by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon BQ minus 1 upon AQ. This come out to be equal to 0 because BQ is equal to AQ. Net electrostatic potential at point in the electric field due to the electric dipole at any point on equatorial line, that is a 0. Now for the next day study, our next day plan of the study is a electric potential at any point due to the system of charges and electric potential due to the uniformly charged spherical shell. We will also discuss the spherical sphere also in the next day study plan. Hope you are enjoying the study. Thank you.